Hi everyone! Today we are going to draw this night scene illustration. With this step-by-step tutorial, I promise you can draw this, even if you are a beginner. Let's start. Let's create a new canvas for this illustration. Pick A4 canvas. First we are going to draw the sky, and for this illustration, like always, I have a color palette you can download from the description box. Or you can take a screenshot now, or from my Instagram stories, and use it to sample the colors. We are going to start with this purple color. Let's go to the selection tool, and here at the bottom pick rectangle and then turn on color fill. Select a rectangle like this. Now tap on the selection tool to finish it. Let's go to the colors and take the next color, this blue one. We are going to use the selection tool again and select the rectangle like this, making sure that it's overlapping with the first rectangle. Let's finish this by tapping on the selection tool. And let's get another color, next one in line, a lighter blue one. Now selection tool, and we are going to make here a smaller rectangle. Tap on the selection tool and get the last color for the sky. With the selection tool, we are going to select the rest of our canvas. Now, to blend those colors together, we have to go to the adjustments and pick Gaussian blur, then layer, and swipe your pencil on the screen to adjust the blur size. Let's make it 61%. Okay, let's finish this. And now go to the layers and tap on the plus here to create a new layer. Let's change the color to this one, third one from the second line. And here again we are going to use the selection tool. And we will draw some buildings. So just simply select some rectangles at the bottom of your canvas. Make them in different sizes to create a skyline. Tap on the selection tool when you finish. These buildings will be the furthest away, so let's blur them a little bit. Go to the adjustments, pick Gaussian blur, layer, and here let's set the blur size to 2.5%. Now we can go to the layers and make a new layer for a second line of buildings. Let's change the color to this purple one. And same as before, we are going to use the selection tool to draw the buildings. Okay, let's finish this and add a small blur to those buildings. So pick Gaussian blur, and here the size I will use is 1.4%. Let's do it one more time. So create a new layer and change the color to this dark blue one. With the selection tool, draw more buildings in front of the other ones. Okay, let's finish this. And here I'm not going to add any blur. In the next step, we are going to open the layers and tap on the layer of the sky. Now let's create a new layer above it for drawing stars. We need to change the color to this white one at the bottom line. Here I'm going to use Starry Sky Less Stars brush from my brush set. If you're interested and want to support my channel, you can buy them. Link will be in the description box. Or you can use my free stars brush that is also linked in the description box. So I'm just adding some stars to the background. Let's add here also the moon. Okay, to make those stars and moon shine a little bit, we can go to the layers and tap on this N letter here and change the blending mode to add. Let's turn down the opacity to 63%. To make it extra shiny, we can go to the adjustments and pick bloom, then layer, and to set the bloom size, swipe your pencil on the screen, and at the bottom you can change transition, size and burn. My settings are bloom size 6%, transition max, size 42, and burn 37%. Okay, Now let's add some clouds to this illustration. Go to the layers and create a new layer. The color we'll use will be that light orange one from the first line. And the brush will be monoline from calligraphy. So now let's just draw some arcs to create a simple cloud shape. I'm holding my pencil down on the screen after each line to create a nice arc. Now let's drag and drop the color in there to fill it in. Okay, let's go to the layers and create a new layer for new cloud. We are going to change the color to this light blue. And in the same way, draw a cloud on top of that first one. Fill this shape inside and then create a new layer for the next cloud. This cloud will be in this blue color. Okay, and one more cloud, so let's make a new layer and let's change the color to this purple one. Now we can add some shadows to these clouds. Let's open the layers and create a new layer above our last cloud. Let's tap on it and set it to clipping mask. Tap on this N letter here and change the blending mode to overlay. In the colors, let's pick black color like this. Now we have to change the brush to soft brush from airbrushing. Size I will be using is 7%. And we have to color the top of this cloud. Avoid the bottom edge of the cloud to create a nice shadow. As you can see, the color is not black, but it's a darker shade of the color underneath it. And that's because we set this layer to overlay. Let's open the layers and maybe let's turn down the opacity of this layer to 65% to make it lighter. Now we are going to tap on the layer with the next cloud and create a new layer above it. And here we are also going to set this layer to overlay. Turn down the opacity to 65% and then set it to clipping mask. Let's add some shadows to this cloud. Okay, we are going to do this 2 more times for the next clouds. If you're enjoying this video so far, please leave a comment and like, it would make me happy. The clouds are finished and we can draw some leaves and plants in the foreground. Let's tap on the top layer and create a new layer above it. The color we are going to use now is this very dark blue one. And the brush for this will be Studio Pen from inking. The brush size I will use is 24% and we can just draw simple leaves like this. You can add as many or as little as you want. Here let's draw some large grass. When I zoomed out, I see that it's kind of small, so I'm going to use the arrow tool to make it bigger. Okay, that's better. Let's continue drawing. On this side, I will draw some kind of large bush. I'm making sure that this shape is closed, and I will drag and drop the color inside it. When you're satisfied with your leaves and plants, let's go to the layers and create a new layer. Let's move it under that top layer. And now we have to change the color to this lighter blue one. Let's draw some more plants in the back of the other ones. And here I'll add some more same kind of leaves. As a final touch, we can add some birds to this illustration. Let's go to the layers and select the top layer. Let's go back to that dark blue color and draw some simple birds like this. And we are done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you will draw this illustration, please share it with me on Instagram. I would love to see it. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye!